What's good, y'all? It's your boy Need for Sheed coming back with another episode of the 345 podcast. I'll be your moderator for today. I'll be your host. It's your boy Need for Sheed, the four in the 345 podcast. Below is the three in the 345 podcast is my big bro Sherrod. Introduce yourself to the people that ain't seen episode one yet.
What's going on, y'all? We here for a good time, not a long time, but we're gonna have some fun while we're here.
And on the other side of me is the five of the 345 podcast is my boy Smooth. Mr. Smooth, introduce yourself to the people.
What's going on, guys? Sorry we didn't get an episode out last week, but we got y'all. We got y'all covered.
Yeah, so this episode, you're going to see a lot of different things in here. You're going to see predictions. You're going to see recaps. You're going to see talking about a couple of different other things. It might be sports, injuries, entertainment. There's a lot of different things that go on this podcast. But the first thing we want to talk about is let's talk about this past week. Of course, we missed week two.
Hold on, real quick. I want to give a shout out to my nephew. Happy birthday, Jackson. I want to give a shout out to him. Sunday, it was his birthday.
It was this past Sunday.
That's my nephew there. But continue, she.
Respect. Terrible twos are in effect right now. So
boy, you just getting started, boy.
It's getting started. So it's a different thing, different time, and it's all adjustments, and you go with the flow. He run the house, you just live in it. That's all it is. Once you realize that, everything else goes smooth. Once you realize that. Sorry, y'all, we missed y'all on week two. Everybody had something to do. Big bro over here, he had his art exhibit to go to in LA. Probably at the end of the video, we let him talk about that a little bit more just to get y'all caught up on that. I know Sherrod had things to do. I had things to do. It was just one of those weeks where, hey, we just couldn't line up. It's cool. We're going to get back to y'all and everything. We know what happened in week two. A lot of stuff happened, but we're going to go on to week three, and we might revisit that at a later date and time. But recapping what we saw in this past week, week three, the Thursday night game, the Bills beat the Dolphins 31-21. There was actually a closer game than what people thought it was going to be for the first 3.5 quarters. And then the fourth quarter, Tua turned back into Tua. So he threw that pick. But, that was a quick game. So we run through the rest of these games. The Steelers beat the Patriots. We got a Steelers fan on here. So they won. Mike, a Steelers fan. Our dad is a Patriots fan. So you already know he was talking stuff. Yeah. It was an ugly game. It was an ugly game.
We like that. That's our favorite. That's our favorite game. The ugly.
Next game I see the Vikings destroyed the Bengals 48-10.
That surprised me.
It wasn't even close. Isaiah Rodgers is the player of the game because I think he had a fumble recovery for a touchdown, pick six, 2 picks.
Burrow was out though, so they don't really.
Yeah, but JJ wasn't there either.
The crazy thing though, the week before Brown, he lit up, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, he might be in that." Yeah, no.
But folks forget he threw 3 picks last week too. Even though they won.
Though. Like they said, he didn't throw. What is it?
Like
I can't remember. It's 6 picks in 8 quarters or something like that. It's
like
something crazy like that.
He ain't. I wouldn't be surprised if Cincinnati or Cleveland go try to get a Kirk Cousins or go get a Russell Wilson. We're gonna talk about him too while we over here too, because that's gonna be something else. The Colts beat the Titans 41-20. Danny Dimes, Indiana Jones is what they calling him now. He's playing really well in Indianapolis right now, playing really well. Maybe it was the talent that was in New York, or maybe it was just he just needed a change of scenery.
It's just hard, man. Look, it's hard for me, like when you not come out the blue, but like you pop out somewhere else. And it's just like out the blue. Like I know Baker, so I know that's the outlier. And you say, well, Baker went here and he looked good. Man, I know Sam Darnold last year looked like 14-2, like he looked great. They like, how could you trade him or let him leave and let this other guy come in behind him? Yeah, all right.
But you also, what's that, Mike?
I think it goes to show you that like a lot of these players are still good enough in a great system.
Mm-hmm. Like they're talented
to be at least average to above average.
Above average,
yeah. And when they you can put probably the best player in one of these horrible organizations, and they probably look average to trash. So I mean,
situations situations do matter. They always say that coaching is the coaching is probably most important in the NFL. So like I get it.
Especially in Indianapolis, they built up their offensive line.
So it's a really good team around.
It's a lot of teams out here that just a quarterback away. Like if you look at it, Indianapolis, I say Indiana, whatever where it was. Indianapolis, they They just needed a quarterback. They've been recycling ever since because let's be real, Andrew Luck is still supposed to be the quarterback of the Colts right now. So when he retired, that messed everything up.
Same way with Andy Downs to do a lot. They asked him to just do enough, and I think he's had enough experience in New York of having to do way too much. It's like, oh, just all y'all.
Well, they kind of rebuilt. He's kind of fell into the same situation he had in New York, where Saquon was his running back. He got Jonathan Taylor. Odell was his receiver. He got Michael Pittman Jr. He got now the only difference is
he has a better line.
The offensive line is way better. It's way better. But I mean,
that's the most understated part about football. A good O line will maybe
at least give you time.
If you ain't got a good O line or D line, you're gonna lose every time.
The crazy thing about people don't understand, if you don't have I get why you're saying both sides of the line, right? But I'm just thinking about purely from like a quarterback position or from an offensive position. If you don't have an offensive line, I don't care how many nice weapons you got out there, you ain't gonna have time to throw to them. And so, like,
look at Joe Burrow.
Yes, like he got everything he want on the outside, and
they missed the playoffs. And they missed the playoffs.
Yeah,
because
it don't matter.
And coming from a player that played both sides, I know as a defensive lineman, if your offensive line weak, we good. Your running back and your quarterback is dead for the day. But as a
Go ahead.
And on the flip side, being an offensive lineman, if I know we can run block, your defensive line is done. Because everything runs off the run. If you can run the ball, you can play. You can do whatever you want to on offense,
which is crazy.
On the Monday night game, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
but that's crazy too, because when you think about it, you're like, well, if you had to pick a line, which one you want? But like, ball control is the most important thing, and so like you got to be able to run the ball to be able to keep the other people off the field. But like,
I know
it's just crazy how night and day it is.
I've seen Mahomes with a great offensive line and a bad offensive line. When they have a great offensive line, they win Super Bowl. Like that's
I know, right? Yeah.
About as well as I can put it.
But the crazy thing, Mike, even with a bad one, they still in the Super Bowl. They just lose.
Like, they ain't gonna win it. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, so I mean, the Colts, they handle business. One of the uglier games of the day, the Jaguars beat the Texans 17-10. CJ Stroud, they 0-3 right now. They not looking good. His offensive line is horrible.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. And CJ is not looking. He's looking a little gun shy out there right now. But I mean, we're gonna see. Like I said, he got one big weapon right now. There's Nico, and the offensive line is not good. His defense is great. Houston's defense is great, but and we talked about it last time. I think this is the make or break a year for Trevor Lawrence. This is a make or break a year for him. They won 17-10. Brian Thomas Jr. right now, he got the hiccups he's dropping a lot of balls right now. I think he's scared of getting hit right now. They say he suffered a big hit during the preseason, and it's like he's been having the yips a little bit. Yeah,
it's weird too. Like it's like 4 or 5 quarterbacks, right, that are
on the hot seat.
Yeah, well, it's not even just the hot seat. It's what is our public perception going to be of you, right? So when you look at Trevor Lawrence, you look at Stroud, you look at Jordan Love.
Kyler's the other one for me. Kyler, I don't know.
Like you got a bunch of guys that's like, hey, which one are you? Are you the guy that we saw your rookie year, or are you the guy we've seen in the last 15 games? Like which one are you? And you got a couple of guys that like, depending on how the year goes, it shifts. So kind of like, you know how you had the group of guys that get drafted, and then you look at guys and you say, okay, they were great their rookie year. Everybody expects the second year to be kind of middle of the pack just because you come back a little bit. People prepare for you. But usually third year, fourth year, like you usually still see flashes of it. And like CJ is starting to worry me just a little bit just because you don't know, like, is it more that like, hey, we didn't have a whole lot of tape on you when you came out. And now that we got more tape on you, we know what to do. Because Jordan Love was in there too, you know, and so you started looking. Trevor Lawrence is definitely in it. And they gave Trevor Lawrence a lot more of a runway than I expected because they've been pedestrian for the last 3 years.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, Urban Meyer, you get a pass for that. You get a pass for the Urban Meyer. And Doug Peterson looked good the first 2 years, but it fell on deaf ears after the first 2 years. Because after Jacksonville won that playoff game against the Chargers, everybody's like, oh, they're gonna be the best team for the next 5 years. And then CJ Stroud come in the next year.
But Justin Herbert is my my benchmark too, because like even though he's like when you put him in this category, I'm not saying he's in this category, but he kind of is because it's like of the guys that we talk about, he's the most talented one. But it's like everybody's been expecting him to take the step into the big four, and it's like he teetering on it, and it's like, all right, at some point you either have to be Josh Allen or you have to be I
Jared
don't want
Goff.
to say like Phillip Rivers or Jay, like because he's better than some of them guys, but you put him in those tier categories where you say, well, when Peyton, Tom, Ben, Phillip Rivers
And
were
Breeze
all
and
in league at the same time, Breeze, they will put Phillip fifth. A lot of it because of the fact that the other guys had won, but it didn't look the same consistently every year to be able to match up with what you expected him to be physically. Now, if you look at his numbers are a lot better than what you think they are based on what you think the production is, but you start to put guys in these categories, you're like, oh, well, they're like, you can fall to a tier 2, tier 3 quarterback real quick.
yeah.
Real quick. They already trying to make Jaden Daniels to be one of the top 4 or 5 just off of last year, when 2 years ago they were saying CJ Stroud's team was going to take their next step the second year, and we talking about him maybe being not as good as we thought.
Yeah. So now all of that works together. But looking at that, yeah, I want to see what Trevor Lawrence was going to end up with him. Like I said, I'm a Chargers fan, so Jay Herbo, I'm with him all the time. I was like, that's my quarterback. But at the same time, I've seen it. So I was like, I seen Phillip Rivers. It looked like he's a more athletic Phillip Rivers. Now he got a better arm than Phillip Rivers. He got a bigger arm than Phillip Rivers, and he's more athletic. But at the same time, you lose to Houston. You lose to Houston last year, have a terrible game against Houston last year. I'm not going to put all of it on him for losing to Jacksonville. I'm not going to put all the loss on him because they went straight conservative and the defense fell completely apart in the second half. So I'm not going to necessarily do that. Plus, we had Brandon Staley as our head coach, couldn't stand him. I was so happy when they fired him and Jim Harbaugh was coming. But yeah, I want Herbo because Herbert, these first 3 games, is playing like the quarterback we wanted him to play like. He's winning. He's not losing these games. Usually we would lose these one-score games. He's won.
I think Harbaugh is a big key in that, and making sure that you don't win these, you don't lose these close games where you have the control.
We are 3-0 in the division right now. We are 3-0.
Which is great. It's not that y'all 3-0. It's the fact that y'all not repeat
games were division games.
Yeah, and y'all not repeat and then y'all in one of those wins that came against the Chiefs. Like, because if y'all 3-0 and hadn't played the Chiefs, I'd be like, okay.
I also feel like that was probably Harbaugh's mission this season, is to win his division. Everything else kind of falls in line. If you can beat Kansas City or like finish right there with them in the division,
the playoffs,
you know that everybody else, for the most part, in the conference, you have a good chance of running the gauntlet. So I think that like you can't be scared of. If you're not scared of Kansas City, you're not scared of the Bills, you're not scared of the Raiders. You know what I mean? It's kind of automatically like that. But you know that's on down the road. You know what I mean? Like
and it's like you punch them in the face. It is, and I'm not saying Kansas City the bully, but essentially Kansas City and Philly the bullies. And if you go in the building and punch the bully in the mouth, it not only make the bully be like, oh, okay, y'all not playing, but it make everybody else be like, man, you see what they did to Kansas City?
Right. I don't want to get that.
I don't want that either. Like,
Kansas City just don't look good right now, but that's different too. Travis Kelce is on his last leg. He got about another year left, and he getting up out of there too, maybe 2. But he gonna get up out of there. But yeah,
Travis is one of them players that like because he's a chief, they're gonna let him leave when he want to.
Yeah, but he probably got 2 years left because they putting the other tight end in the spots he was in because he just can't move like
he's gracefully doing it. Like he's like, no, I want y'all to go ahead and set him up. I want to teach him everything I know. I want him to be good. I'll take that second spot. I'm just gonna be collecting these checks.
But you still got to give me the ball.
But
the crazy thing, it'd be like, I need
2
you
or 3 of those a game. That's like, oh no, he still got it. But like,
and it'd be crazy, Mike. Like you'll see him do something. You be like, oh, they're like Travis. And then for the next 3 quarters, you be like, man, I don't know who that dude is. Big dude running. What do they say? Like we're Grunk running with piano on your back.
Right. Yeah. He's there. I mean,
that wiggle, he ain't wiggling.
Yeah. And then, but hopefully the Texans get it together. But without that offensive line, you ain't gonna do nothing. All right, we're gonna run through the rest of these. Most time, the Falcons got destroyed 30-0 by Carolina. They done pulled Penix out during the game and put Kirk Cousins back in. So you know how they look for a rookie quarterback.
They fired their wide receiver coach
for what the offensive coordinator didn't do.
Yeah, so they tell you everything you need to know about Atlanta.
Let's see. The Commanders beat the Raiders 41-24 without Jaden Daniels. Marcus Mariota got in there and tore the Raiders up, but the Raiders not that good. Geno Smith is not looking that good. He is one of those recovery stories, just like Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield. Geno was like that, played good in Seattle, got a couple contracts, and got a contract from the Raiders. Sam Darnold played good 1 year in Minnesota, got a contract from Seattle. Baker played decent with the Rams and And Tampa Bay gave him a 1-year deal just to see how he is. He was like, nah, he's still that guy. And then they gave him the extension. So going to a new team doesn't mean you lost. Doesn't mean, and first of all, Carolina looks bad for all quarterbacks right now because Sam Darnold was there. Sam Darnold looks good right now. Baker was there. Baker looks good right now. I'm not giving up on Bryce Young, but I just think that culture is toxic over there in Carolina, especially for quarterbacks.
One of the situations where if he got a chance somewhere else with the actual better offensive line, and
put him in Indianapolis. Put Bryce in Indianapolis and see what happened. Put him in Indianapolis, see what happened.
Right. Now, if he had that, I think things will be different for him right now. You know what I mean? Whether he be great or not, he will look a lot better is the whole thing.
Because behind that offensive line, he'll be able to see better. And with having Jonathan Taylor as his running back and they drafted Tyler Warren as his tight end, if I would trade, if I was Indianapolis, I would trade for Bryce Young or somebody like that. It was like, because I see the talent that he has. Yeah. Put him like that because the receivers, even though Tet is really good, the other receiver is terrible. Xavier Legette, that man dropped everything.
That boy looked like the worst wide receiver in the league right now.
That boy is horrible.
And I don't know what it is, but he's not a good route runner, and he ain't got good hands. Like, you can't have both.
They could have beat Philly last year if he catch the ball.
Yeah. But he looked horrible.
They also said there's some people starting to worry about Marvin Harrison Jr. too. Like,
I think it's the expectation on him more so than what the actual numbers say.
Yeah,
because he was killing in college, but at the same time, you can't say, "Oh, he generational." I was like, bro,
I better stop throwing that word around.
You compare him to his daddy.
Like, I also think too, like, his rookie year wasn't horrible.
It wasn't though.
Still, he was.
But they expect him to be.
But he got to have somebody too that can throw him the ball. Like, I know a shot at Kyler, but Kyler ain't there half the year.
And also, some receivers, and I just watched a video on this about AJ Brown or whatever. Some receivers don't look like they open, but they open.
They open, yep.
And certain receivers, like AJ until that last second has the defender right here, and then it's open. Like, and it's like Marvin.
And you have to know he open.
Marvin is a route runner, and he's an intermediate route runner. Kyler doesn't throw well over the middle of the field.
He doesn't.
But
so
that generational talent thing, they got to stop throwing that around because they get people in trouble.
Yeah.
But I think people do look like that. But when you have people that are big or certain receivers work better with certain.
And also you look at and you also look at the other two receivers that were taken in his draft. You got BTJ and Malik Neighbors. They're explosive. They look.
But they create a whole lot of space and they create a big
hole for the quarterback to
field. And what's name still is the better route runner out of both of them. Marvin Harrison is the best route runner out of all of them.
Yeah.
The crazy thing that I was thinking about was because the generational talent thing just started throwing me away. Because when we had this NBA conversation yesterday, like a lot of them guys that come out of college now are gonna look generational just because of the things they can do, not necessarily meaning they're generational talent, but. There are guys not to get us off topic, but when people use generational talent, I look at that as saying when I look at you, there is something that somebody else can't do. Right? Like, and I'm not saying this as a slight, but like being a route runner is not a skill set that everybody has, but it is something that you can obtain.
Yeah.
Like when you look at and I don't even want to really put it on Jeremiah Smith just because some people are just adults early that look freakish against kids, right? But there are guys like when you saw Adrian Peterson come into, you knew, yep. But it's like the tag of it is like real scary because y'all be saying people generational talent, and no, they just at this level better than everybody else. But then when you get to the league, it slows down for some people. Now Jeremiah Smith is just using him as an example of the wide receiver. Looks like he got everything that you want. But also, too, the thing that he hadn't learned yet is that there is nobody in college football that's going to let you play one-on-one after what you did your freshman year. There is nobody in the NFL that's going to let you play one-on-one after seeing what you did in college. So, like, you have to be – there's just a difference. Like, Randy, you knew he was going long, and somehow he was open.
I think that's on the offensive coordinators as well. Like, and on
scheme them up.
You got to scheme it up because you don't have that type of talent and can't catch the ball or be like
correct.
You can't be targeted 5 times in a game. Like Marvin Harrison,
I don't get my first catch.
He got to be the one that's getting 12 targets, 15 targets. I don't care what's going on.
He looks like he's surprised when he get the ball. Like so, some of them drops, he's like, I didn't even know you could throw it to me.
That means he's not getting in practice either. They don't have that report to say.
Adrian Peterson, if you get Adrian Peterson 10 carries a game, then he ain't gonna be generational. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta run him like he is
No, you gotta
generational.
use the effect
I
of it.
remember shout out to Shannon. I can't remember what episode of Nightcap they were talking about, but they was like, man, because they were talking about, I think it was when they played Texas, Ohio State played Texas, and Shannon was like, man, look, I don't care. He said you can put that man in a toupee, pair of glasses, and a trench coat. Jeremiah Smith ain't beating me. Like, and like he was saying, like, because they were like, oh, they tripled him, and Shannon was like, I would too.
Yeah,
Find somebody else.
like you got to find somebody else. I mean,
Yeah.
like
Crazy thing is next year he got 2 top 5 recruits coming in, top 5 receivers. So they ain't gonna be able to. They gonna still double him, but the other one's gonna eat, which means eventually you're gonna have to change your coverage.
It was same with like with Marvin Harrison Jr. when he was there. Like
it was him and whatchamacallit, wasn't it?
Chris Olave,
Abuka.
Everybody looked great.
Abuka, they were crazy.
Everybody looks great. Everybody looks great.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean. Like you
because you can't play. You got to play 1-on-1. You can't play.
Yeah,
you can't.
I'm saying you couldn't double him, but like,
LSU's had the same. Alabama's had the same thing. We have so many people out there that you can't guard everybody.
Yeah, I'm saying, but like right now, Marvin Harrison in Arizona ain't got that. Like they still saying you not.
Now Trey McBride is a great tight end, but it's a tight end, so I could put a linebacker on him.
You know what I'm saying? But like you not about to like, and the
tight end will get 150 before I let you get off.
And they're not gonna force the ball to him like they did Malik Neighbors last year. Like they're not gonna force the ball to Marvin Harrison the same way. So like their stats go look different when you look at their targets.
And his personality not explosive enough to go up to the sideline and throw something and say, "Throw me the ball."
Especially as a rookie last year. I mean, even now, but like,
nah, you got. He don't have that. He don't have that diva in him.
That diva in that because I guarantee if he go over and throw some stuff and be like, "Throw me the ball," they're gonna be throwing the ball there rip.
Well,
but
because
he's trying to play
last
within
year,
the offense.
I think last year when it happened, that first week they didn't get together and they was like, and it wasn't working. They was both mad at each other. Something, and even Chad came on the next one. He was like, "I guarantee you, he gonna get 10 targets next week." And next week, I think he had like 6 for like 120 and 2 touchdowns. It was like. You know when they get the ball, AJ
you just got to give him the ball, but you got to get it to him in rhythm throughout the game.
You can't wait to the third quarter.
This quarter is it.
You can't wait till the third quarter to give me the ball. No. I can't get the ball in the third quarter.
I should be throwing it to him at least 3 or 4 times a quarter.
A quarter, yep. And depending on how the defense playing, you because sometimes you have to tell the defense, I don't care what you like. The Chiefs used to say, I don't care what y'all did with Tyreek, I'm throwing him the ball.
Right.
Let him figure it out.
Like you remember last year with like the first couple of weeks with the Ravens with Derrick Henry and like he was getting like 12.
We were torching them too.
And then they started giving him 20 and 22 and 24 carries, and he started like
a buck 50, a buck 20, a buck 30.
That's the crazy thing too. Like even when you look at Baltimore record this year, right? You say like every game that they lost, they was right there in the game, and like the turnover, while not making it the biggest part of the game, literally Derrick Henry was cooking everybody.
Yeah.
Like cooking. Like I remember watching the Buffalo game. We were like, God, Lee.
He wasn't rushing well against Detroit, but against
his presence was you could tell that they knew he was still coming, even if he was averaging 2 yards a carry.
It's like Steph having a bad shooting night on the court.
You still not gonna leave him open.
I'm not gonna leave him open.
Get it up.
I don't care if he's 2 for 20. I'm still not letting him open.
Yep. Listen, because all they do is take one, don't it?
Yeah.
Let's see the rest of these games. Let's see. The Seahawks beat the Saints. Not surprised there, 44-13. The 49ers beat the Cardinals with backup Mac Jones, 16-15. The Buccaneers beat the Jets 29-27 on a walk-off field goal. The Browns beat the Packers. You know, the Packers say, yeah, we might go undefeated, and then they go to Cleveland and lose. That defense is really good in Cleveland.
Mike out here crying already.
Cleveland's defense is really good.
It is. If they could just get somebody that could score,
they could throw the ball.
Points, they'd be
all right. Deshaun, it was supposed to be Deshaun, but man, just too much took over. Just too much. Yeah, too many demons over there. The Chargers, your boys, we beat the Broncos 23-20. The Bears stumped a mud hole in the Cowboys 31-14.
Best game of the week.
Surprising game of the week.
And then the Sunday night game, I don't know, this was supposed to be a blackout game, but this was horrible. The Chiefs beat the Giants 22-9. And looking at that game, Russ, you're not the starter no more. It's Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart, I feel sorry for you. One, because you play the Chargers. You play the Saints after us, so you know you get a little. You can get your feet wet a little bit better. But then you play the Eagles. Then you play You play the Eagles, then the Broncos, then the Eagles again. Then you play the Packers, the Bears, and Detroit. So that's your
We're
like your
gonna learn.
next
We're gonna learn a lot about Jackson Dart real
in the
quick.
next 7 weeks.
I think if you are management and you the owner, you rather the team look trash with Dart than it looking trash with Russ. Like
Yeah,
you rather like everybody
I
will
could
understand
justify
it.
that. I could
And like
justify
you can
being
justify that.
bad
Like
with
as
a
a
rookie.
rookie, like you can be like, but Russ a vet, like
I'm
and
gonna
y'all
tell y'all the
trash
truth.
And he
vet.
playing
So
bad. He playing
uh,
bad.
This is gonna sound real
the
bad.
offensive line also again.
Yeah,
This is
offensive
gonna
line.
sound
Giants ain't had a good
real.
offensive line. He said what?
This is
Like
gonna sound real bad, but I don't know who they play after that stretch. I'll probably let Russ get killed, and then
I would.
I would bring Jackson Dart in after that. After we didn't win 1-8, ain't nothing else going on. He didn't look terrible because I don't want to kill his because they gonna kill his confidence for
Yeah.
sure. Because even if he play well, he not gonna play well every game against those teams.
Not with
And
that
I let Russ get killed, and then from there say, okay, we're gonna give you the second half of the year to get ready for next year, knowing that probably means we're gonna get a top pick too. And
Also,
then
I feel sorry for us. I kind of feel sorry for us because same thing, like she said, if he was in like Indianapolis,
mhm,
like he probably wouldn't look like this because he wouldn't be running around like with chicken with his head cut off. Like
mhm,
like he'd
Yeah.
still be, even if he wouldn't be as good, like he would still look serviceable and
mhm.
like a start in the league. Right now, I don't know if anybody else just didn't want to sign him, but like right now,
Seem
it's
like it.
like that wasn't a good signing. But like I guess a year in New York is fine. But
Yeah, but I mean,
Boy,
this is
that
fourth team in 4 years. That's what I'm saying.
that
also
nickname
you gotta take what you can
let
get.
Russ cook.
You
It
gotta take
coming
what
back.
you can get.
Nah, he burning the dish down right
Yeah.
now.
I don't care who the Giants put out there.
We're
The
gonna be
other
terrible. If they ain't because the offensive line, if you ain't gonna build that line, then you might well stop driving
they ain't built
quarterback.
the line in 15 years. They still ain't built the line.
Crazy. Which is crazy. Because
Yep.
it took Indianapolis forever to build it, and they finally have. And like
And
they
then
look,
that's when Luck retired.
yeah,
Yeah.
The two best games of the weekend, the Eagles beat the Rams 26 off of a blocked field goal with Jordan Davis taking it back.
It
That
was
was
so
the second
live.
blocked field goal of the game. They blocked two of them. Puka is Puka. He killed the Eagles that game. Devontae had a great first half. The second half, they kind of locked him down in the second half. But the first half, he was treating them like little boys, which he was. Stafford threw a bad pick. The Rams defense is really good. They got out to Jalen Hurts a lot that game.
Mm-hmm.
Lane Johnson did go out for the Eagles, so we got to monitor that, the right tackle. So we got to see when that comes back. And then the Monday night game, the Lions go to Baltimore and beat the Ravens 38-30. The Ravens were in the game most of the game. Baltimore got sacked. Lamar got sacked 7 times, and from the count of it, they say 4 to 5 of it was his fault
Mm-hmm.
because he just keep trying to extend the play, keep running, and they just get to him.
there was so many times throughout the game that I was surprised that he didn't take off. I don't know why.
He trying to show. I think he's trying to prove that he a pocket passer too much.
Yeah, prove that you're gonna do whatever you're gonna do to win the game. Jalen Hurts said, "Oh, I ain't got no touchdown yet, but I ran for a bunch of them."
Right. So it's like he had a bunch of times where he could have taken off and maybe not been, a huge run, but enough for the first down or enough to make it third and short or something like that where he got sacked. And it's like, I'm not understanding because their focus was on Derrick Henry a lot. But
Got a fumble on him.
Also on keeping these receivers intact. And it's like this is the perfect time for you to just be like, let me just take off. I mean, the defense is great. Like Detroit defense
is good. Detroit defense is really good. The front seven is good.
Aiden Hutchinson is motivated, and he was going after them that whole game. So, like, it's nothing on their defense. It's just like it's a lot of that Lamar could have.
And Baltimore's defense is not good. Baltimore's defense is not good.
It really felt like it also really felt like how the score. You know how you look at the game and you be like the Cowboys are great in the game. We might as well kick them while they down. Like where the game they'll be down 25 and then they'll get 2 scores at the end of the game and they lose by 10. They're like, oh, the game was close. And they're like, it really wasn't. Like that game with Baltimore, even though the scores say they lost 38-30, and I understand Derrick Henry fumbled and everything else, it felt like
it was a 2-score game.
It did. Because it felt like even if Baltimore went down and scored or did anything, Detroit was gonna be like, all right.
Which is crazy because
which they did too, because they scored a late touchdown that made it.
Yeah,
30.
like it felt like that game was closer on paper than really was because they didn't stop Detroit. Detroit went from like the 4th and 2 play after the coach on his 4th and 6 or whatever it was, he punted. So you get down, you're on 4th and 2, and if Jared Goff would have did a Jared Goff thing, I would have trashed. He put the ball only in the spot for his dude to get it.
And Amon got it. And Amon got it.
And so the difference between the two teams is we lose, we lose. Like, right? But then also it just felt like they were gonna make whatever play they needed to make the play, because even Jared Goff is in the video telling dude to get down, and he like, nah, bro,
I'm scoring.
Score.
But like, the scheming for Detroit was so well done as opposed to the Ravens. Like, they knew when to give it to Gibbs, when to give it to Montgomery, when to give it to Amon-Ra. Like, they knew what to do at every step of the way, and they was just like, we gonna get up here and y'all can't stop us at the line. Y'all can't stop us. Plus, we go whatever we want.
Plus, they got the offensive line to do it. Detroit got the offensive line to do it.
They were like, y'all can't get nothing on us. Y'all can't get two Goff. Y'all can't stop Montgomery. Like, y'all can't stop us from doing whatever we want to do with y'all. And they took it twice from 90+ yards, twice. Then
their defense is not. They got good defensive players, but as a whole defense, they're not good.
It reminds me of like that late Super Bowl, or like soon or right before that or soon after that with the Ravens, like with Ray, with the old Ray, with the old Aries and stuff. And it was just like the names are like, but
they did just enough. All three of them did just enough to win.
Now Roquan, like and
Roquan don't look the same. Like, Marlon Humphrey don't look the same.
He was getting cooked.
But the names sound great. And they're supposed to be an elite defense,
but they don't look the same. The best player on their defense is Kyle Hamilton.
Yes, but I mean,
he cold. He cold.
Yeah, but like they need more youth on that side. Like they need
pass rushing. That's what.
That's gonna hurt them.
They don't get no pressure. If your offensive line can just hold up, then that's it. They open.
Detroit kept them off the field so long.
Yeah.
Lamar, Lamar, when they got it, they was like, "Let's go down here," but like.
You're gonna run out of time, especially if you're playing from behind.
Right. So
or close. Like, even if it's close and you don't score, you lose.
No, I mean, now going back to it though, the Ravens like played the Bills opening, and now they play Detroit. Like they have
and the Chiefs didn't play this weekend, so it's
so like their schedule also. I don't think the record is indicative of like the team. I think it's just the schedule is tough. So
because everybody's saying too, like Kansas City and Buffalo, Kansas City and Baltimore playing this weekend. Either one, the team that lose, I don't think they out the playoffs. I just think that they just got a bad rap at the beginning of the year.
They do. Yeah. They just have it tough.
So what was you guys' moments of the week for the games? There's a lot of games that happened. There was a lot of blowouts. There was a lot of close games. What was you guys like moments of the week for the games?
Okay, so for me specifically, it was the Chicago against Cowboys. And seeing Caleb be able to dot up Cowboys. Like I say, I don't even know if they will actually be good at all. Like I said, we saw Russ last week also dot them up. But anytime I get a chance to shit on the Cowboys, like I told y'all, I'm gonna take that opportunity every single time. So seeing him, but also seeing him finally have a good game, have a great game. Nothing else. Like they said it was the first time he hadn't been sacked. Like you've been in the league for a year and a half at this point almost. And you've been sacked every single week. Like, finally have his offensive line protect him and him have a 4-touchdown game and all that. I was happy to see that for him. But also, Cowboys missing.
Sherrod, what about you?
So, as I told y'all before, I was kind of torn between two things. One was Derrick Henry fumbling for 3 straight games, which is just crazy. So, and then in the sense where he fumbled, the time of the game, and what the result of the game came out to be. So that was crazy. But mine was more so from college football, like the kicker at the University of Tennessee. Now, for those of you that don't know, I'm an Alabama fan, so anytime I can take a shot at anybody in the SEC, I will. But being from Memphis, it has always usually been Memphis versus UT in the sense. And so to sit back, game on the line, you can beat Georgia. You both are ranked. It's a rival. Steve Spurrier, they've always made fun of you guys. You got them where you need them, right? Everybody else is always talking about you can't win the big game, right? And you got your field goal kick. You miss it. The bad part about it is, it's not that you missed it. It was a game winner, but you missed it, right? But then you get the overtime and kick it through as if it was nothing, as saying like that kick was no more important than the kick you kicked earlier. Right. Like, because if Georgia didn't score, you win, right? Georgia said, all right, we didn't play around for too long. We didn't get y'all 2 minute chances. They went right down the field, scored, walked about it there. And I'm just like, I was literally sitting in the living room saying, if dude missed his kick, he ain't gonna want to be in Knoxville because Knoxville they crazy about their balls. And so, and sure enough, he shanked it. And I was like, I'm sure like me, I'm sure y'all and everybody else in America knew when they went to overtime, we knew what time it was.
Yeah,
big boy time.
Yeah, I mean,
you gave him too many chances. Like,
nah, when you get a team like Georgia down, you gotta find a way to win that game. But speaking of college football, this weekend we got 4 top 25 matches going on this weekend.
Did she say what your moment was?
Yeah, simple moment. The block kicked in the Philly game. Jordan Davis, they blocked 2 of them, but he got on down. He got that fumble. He got on down. He wasn't stopping. He was rolling.
He ain't need to because the game was over at that point. But
like, but now I want my touchdown. As a defensive lineman, I want my touchdown. I want my touchdown because I ain't gonna get too many of these. I ain't gonna get too many of these.
Selfish. That's so selfish. We won the game, dog. It's over with.
No. Ain't no taking no knee on that one. I'm taking that to the house. And I had the people behind me to block. I'm taking that to the house. But yeah, moving to college football, we had 4 top 25 matchups. USC plays Illinois. USC goes to Illinois. USC is 21. Illinois is 23. The other game we have, I'm an LSU fan. Y'all know that. Number 4 LSU. We go on the road to Ole Miss, and we play the 13th ranked Ole Miss Rebels this weekend. Another game that's going down. 17th ranked Alabama goes to Georgia to go play the 5th ranked Georgia.
Bro, we the game of the week. Are you supposed to announce us last?
No, because there's another one that's closer in rank.
The game of the week.
Now there's another one that's closer in rank. That's why I saved them for last. And the last top matchup, number 6 Oregon goes to number 3 Penn State.
Okay.
Man, we the game of the week.
I did it by the way. Nobody care about y'all because y'all can go Georgia and get beat by 30 again, so it don't matter.
To me though, it's just hearing number 17th ranked Alabama sound weird.
Because somebody put foots in them in the first week.
It's crazy.
Somebody put foots in them.
Like, not top 5, 17th. Like, we don't never be.
But y'all do have to admit though, that is crazy hearing it though. You can't tell me the last time you heard number 17 Alabama.
I'm saying I'm probably gonna rather watch that game over the Oregon game, but I'm still gonna watch that because that's my conference.
Well, the crazy thing is both of them on at the same time. So
there's gonna be a back and forth on both.
Both of them are on at 7:30. We played the 3:30 game, and then the USC Illinois is the Big 12. It's the 12 o'clock game. We play at 3:30, and then Big 12 they play at 12. The Big 10 they play at 12. They always do. The Big 10 plays at 12.
9 o'clock game.
But looking at these, what's your prediction? Let's start with the first one. Who you think wins between USC and Illinois? USC is 4-0. Illinois is 3-1.
Probably USC.
I want to say USC, but I just don't trust nobody.
From
the whole Pac-12, like in our country, I just don't trust nobody. So I'm gonna go with Illinois. I'm gonna back the old folk.
What they playing this year?
Illinois.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you might be right, Mike.
USC is a 6.5 point favorite right now, but that don't really matter.
If this was a month later from now, I'd be like Illinois for real.
Because it's cold.
Like right now, it's still probably, it's probably still cool out there. But
USC probably better, but I agree with you. Like, even everybody, and even though I just said USC, like the fact that they playing Illinois might get them.
Yeah. I'm going to take USC because Illinois just got the brakes beat off of them last week by Indiana, 63-10. So I think gonna kick them while they did. Nobody thought Illinois should have been that high anyway. So them losing like that is really that's the other one. LSU, we go on the road. We play Ole Miss.
Don't ask you, Mike. Who you think gonna win? Because ain't no point asking Rashid.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna go LSU. That's on the road though. Yeah, I'm gonna go LSU.
It's an even spread right now.
Yeah, like that's a toss-up game. So
and y'all playing who? Say it again, she.
Ole Miss.
Like,
yeah, okay. Yeah, but y'all playing at Ole Miss though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a toss-up game. But like, I think LSU is better. I think, but I'm not showing that one. But I'm gonna go LSU.
And then the fact is, even on the point spread, like I'm gonna probably go. If you're telling me the team's even, I'm supposed to pick the team that's at home, but. I'd probably go with LSU too, just because I haven't seen Ole Miss do it enough against real competition to be able to say you got a home field advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right now, Ole Miss, they beat Georgia State, Kentucky, Arkansas, and Tulane. That's their 4 wins.
Ain't play nobody.
They still got Georgia. They're actually, when I looked at their list, their is their schedule is probably one of the easiest SEC schedules. Ole Miss has it. Because looking at Tennessee, it got a hard one. Alabama got a hard one. We got a hard one. Georgia got a hard one. South Carolina, everybody got hard ones, but the Mississippi schools, theirs are not that hard. Arkansas is not that. So a lot of them ain't got the harder schedule. But yeah, of course I'm taking us. But defensively, I feel like we're fine. I just want to know if we can score the ball. Defensively, we'll be fine, but offensively, we have not been able to click yet. So that's gonna be the problem. Because one thing Lane Kiffin can do, he can coach the offense.
Right.
If he don't do nothing else, he's gonna put points on the board. So that's gonna be a tough one, but I'm gonna have us going. The 2 7:30 games, we'll go ahead and just do that one. Then Oregon, Penn State. We y'all got winning that one.
Man, I don't know, man. It's just every year I be wanting to put my faith in Penn State because they look like they're gonna be good.
Yeah,
they do it every time. I'm gonna have to go with Oregon.
I'm taking Oregon.
Yep. I got Penn State come out every year ranked high, and I'll be like, yeah, I just don't believe that.
I know I just said that like I don't trust anybody, but Oregon, from the old Pac-12, but like Oregon's the one that I'm just like, nah, they fit well with us. They fit well. With us.
Yeah, I don't. Penn State. James Franklin got that job after Vanderbilt, and he lose the big game every year. He lose Ohio State every year. He
never ranked within the top 10 every year, and then lose to the 3
They lose the big game of the year every year.
To be every year back in the top 10. I ain't understood you.
I'm never gonna root for Penn State, so I'm always gonna go, the other. So.
And then the other,
it don't even matter who the other is. Do it. The other.
I mean, unless you were saying it would have been, some trash, then like, yeah, but.
But you said when you said the other, you're like, it don't even matter. Whoever lined up on the other side got my vote.
That's a close one.
Yeah, and then the last one of the 7:30 game is the Alabama Georgia game. Mike, who you got? Because we ain't got to ask him. So, Mike, who you got?
Georgia. Yeah, I got Georgia.
I don't
think it'll be easy, but I got Georgia.
I got Georgia too. Only Georgia being home, that's why I give them a nod because they're at home.
Yeah. I picked Sheed on the road, and he went against me while they at home. See what I mean? See how you doing?
Make more sense though.
But they got Georgia at 3.5. That's normal spread for the home team to get 3 points. That's a normal spread. So
that's why I picked y'all, because they didn't even give Ole Miss that. So I was just like, that mean they don't believe Ole Miss that good.
Because I feel like they believe I think they believe we got one of the top defenses in the country. So they think we could stop their offense a little bit. I want to see what Alabama's offense looks like against Georgia. I'm not really too worried about the defense because Georgia's offense is not crazy.
That's my thing. Like, I believe we can play bad on defense ish. I ain't gonna make it seem like you go out there and just do nothing. But their offense is so limited that we'll still be in the game. I am curious to see the Ty Simpson. Like, what am I getting? Because I'll get a game and I'll be like, oh, okay, I can see it now. And then I'll get another game and I'll be like, yeah, dog. Who else behind them? Like, so I don't know. I do understand people saying, oh, Georgia should be a 3-point favorite because they're at home. I understand people saying, well, if I got to make a decision, I'm gonna go with the home team. But crazy
night game too. And it's a night game too, so I'm gonna take
it. Though. Crazy things have happened. And then too, to be honest with you, when they play in Tuscaloosa and when they play in Athens, those are not really home games the way that they would be anywhere else because of how close the states are. Like, people travel to them games.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be, I believe this is probably, now I'm taking out like the college playoff and I'm taking out like the conference championship game, right? So when I make this statement, this probably gonna be the hardest game we got this year. Like, because of the time of the year, like, we already lost, where we're playing, who we're playing. If we lose this second game, you pretty much got to run the table and hope that somebody else beat up somebody else, where at least if you lose one, you probably almost guaranteed to get to the end. So, like, this is probably where we play. You know where we play y'all at?
I think we play y'all at Bama.
So that's what I'm saying. So, like, to me, like, everybody else, I think we'll be able to get through. Like, I really think this is probably the hardest game of the year we got. And so we go in there and get, and the committee been a little frugal with it. Like, you can lose, it seems like, just don't get drugged. And so
because I still don't know how Notre Dame still ranked.
Yeah, like, just don't get drugged. And so, like, But I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't no disrespect to Gunner Stockton, but if he go out there and light us up the way that everybody think he gonna light up, like the way they gonna play, then we deserve to lose because he not. I think Ty Simpson is a little bit better, even though that ain't saying a whole lot. But I know one guy had been at least played some last year, while the other guy didn't. Yeah. So but man, it'd been nice to keep Carson Beck. I bet.
Yeah, that $3 million right there.
It's been nice to keep
good.
him.
And then we're gonna talk about that next week when we come back. As long as Florida State do what they supposed to do this weekend. Next week, Florida State and Miami play.
Man, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, so they play next week. So that's gonna be the one.
Florida ain't been this hype.
Y'all think that they ignorant in the South when you play like LSU and Alabama play. Wait till Florida and Florida State play.
That's gonna be a big one.
And like that is, Miami, Florida State. Yeah, like wait.
Oh no, all the Canes gonna be back. Michael Irvin, them gonna be back for that one.
Which I love the fact that like last weekend, regardless of what the score was gonna come out, to see like Miami and Florida playing each other finally and forever was dope. And then to go next week, the week after that, and then you got these two other Florida teams playing each other again. Like it used to be that where you had to beat the state.
Don't Miami and Florida State want to come to the SEC?
I mean, they we're gonna talk about that probably another time, but
I hope it's gonna get to. We don't need no more teams.
It's gonna get to a point. It's gonna get to a point where it's gonna be like 3 conferences. It's gonna be the Big Ten. It's gonna be the SEC and probably the ACC. They're gonna probably just gonna be those 3 conferences, and everybody's in those conferences.
Or the Big 12. I mean, they trying to.
They're gonna dissolve the Big 12 probably and move them into the other ones too. But
man, SEC can't not take any more. Like it's too many teams as is. Like you have to almost get to a point where you got a 3rd division.
You just gonna have big divisions, I guess.
Man, you gonna be out here look like and ain't nobody gonna really ain't gonna schedule no out of conference game for what?
No. At that point, yeah, ain't gonna be no out of conference.
All right, we done talk about the previous games. We done made predictions for these upcoming college games. So let's end the show with our predictions for week 4 of the NFL season. We're gonna run through these. You give me your quick analysis, and give me who you think gonna win. Thursday night, tomorrow, we got Seahawks and Cardinals at Arizona.
Cardinals.
Seattle. I got Seattle.
I'm gonna go. I'm here, and I'm still gonna take Seattle.
I got Seattle. I don't trust Arizona. I don't trust Kyler and them. I just don't.
I don't.
Sunday we got. This game need to be blacked out. We got the Panthers at the Patriots.
I don't give a damn.
I'm probably take the Patriots, to be honest.
I will.
Patriots at home.
Yep.
Terrible game, but I'm gonna take them. Vikings at Pittsburgh.
No, come on. Now.
Well, no. I'm phrased that. That's an overseas game.
Yeah, I know. It ain't in Germany.
I think it's out there.
I'm still taking them.
I'm gonna take the Vikings.
I'm gonna take the Vikings. I just like their team better. I'm gonna take the Vikings. Chargers at the Giants. I'm gonna let y'all figure that out.
I'll take the Chargers.
I'm gonna let y'all figure that out.
Jackson Dart gonna come out there and light y'all up.
Yeah, he is though. That's the crazy part. I already know what's gonna happen.
Got no tape on
because he's a running quarterback. He's a running quarterback.
That's the trap game because they have no tape on him and you throw him out there. You be like, you know what you getting.
This game need to be blacked out too. Titans at Texans.
I'm gonna probably take the Texans to be honest with you, like because they need this one.
They need it. Yeah.
Both of the teams are 0-3.
Yeah, but the Texans need this one.
I'm gonna take the Texans, but if the Titans win, I would not be surprised. I'm gonna be completely honest. Next game, this one they need some ugly games this week. Commanders at Falcons.
I'm gonna take the Commanders.
I'm taking Commanders with or without Jaden Daniels. I just don't trust Atlanta. Penix is not looking good.
I really want them to figure out, but I don't take him in this game.
Penix does not look good right now. He just don't.
And shit, you gotta remember, you gotta come down from somewhere. These first 3 week games been incredible. Like at some point, it's gonna get ugly.
Yeah, and looking at these, speaking of ugly, this is another. They are a 15.5 point favorite in this game. The Saints at the Bills.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
I think we kind of
might be light.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think we all in a consensus with them.
Yeah,
it's Buffalo.
Finally, a good game. Philly at Tampa Bay.
I'm gonna take Tampa Bay.
They can go either way. At Tampa Bay too.
I'm taking Tampa Bay.
They got Philly as a 3.5 point favorite.
I'm gonna take Philly, but like that, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Tampa Bay.
So Philly's a 3.5 point favorite. They basically saying they're a touchdown favorite
on the road. Yeah, but I'm still gonna take. I'm gonna take Tampa Bay.
I'm gonna take Philly.
I'm gonna take Philly. I think Philly going to get this one. It's going to be tough though. It's going to be tough, but I got
They
Philly
figured
taking this.
something out in the second half. I think they figured out what they need to do. So
you got to mix it up. You just can't be. You got to mix it up. I got another one that's I don't know. They just did the upset last week. Maybe they could pull it off again. You got Cleveland at Detroit.
No, I'm taking Detroit.
Like I said, I don't know. You might get a Jared Goff 5 interception game.
True, but true, but they still could beat them 7-0.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think Cleveland go score enough. Like even if they do, you know.
I got the Lions winning, but I don't think they 9.5 points. I don't know. They.
I won't say that, but
I mean, yeah, I get that, but it's down. I mean, I 7 points, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Detroit too. This game battle of they got a backup and everything, but we got Jacksonville at the 49ers.
Where they playing at?
I said at the 49ers.
Oh, you did say at the 49ers.
I got San Francisco.
I probably would take San Francisco. They're at home.
With Robert Saleh being back as a defensive coordinator, I think he's gonna find a way to light. Now, the caveat is the problem is Nick Bosa is out.
That's true too.
With a torn ACL. So they lost their best pass rusher.
I get that. I'm still gonna take San Francisco at home.
I'm gonna still take because Kyle Shanahan gonna call a game, so I'm gonna give them.
And then part of the opponent, they playing Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'll be different. I'll take Jacksonville.
I respect that. Like I said, I'm gonna tally these up and next week we're gonna come back with from the first week in this week.
See what our scores are.
Really good game on this one. The Colts at the Ravens. I'm sorry. The Colts at the Rams.
I'm sure finna be like
that's a really good one
though. You said they playing at the Rams?
Yeah, I'm taking the Rams.
I'm probably gonna take the Rams too.
I will too.
Because I got road. I want to see what Daniel Jones look like on the road.
Yeah, I got to see him do it.
Because their defense good. I don't know if they got anybody to stop Puka and Tay.
Right. That's a lot. And so also what happens if like he's behind, you know what I mean? Like he got to come back, like and Stafford is one of them ones to get them up. So
he'll light you up.
Right,
so I got the Rams in that one. Next game, before the season started, this looked like a great game, but right now it's still gonna probably be a good game. But who knows? Baltimore or Kansas City.
I got Baltimore.
You know the crazy thing. I think y'all remember when we talked about this. Remember with that first week when Pittsburgh and the Jets played each other, and neither team wanted to lose. That's what I think we might get this weekend. Like where both of them teams understand that we probably still can make the playoffs if we lose, but we'd rather have the win, right? And so I think that we might get the best versions of the teams at this point because both of them know what the game's online. So where they play shit?
Kansas City.
I probably picked them because they in Kansas City. I hadn't seen Lamar beat Mahomes, especially in Kansas. Like, so I'm thinking I'm probably gonna go with Kansas City, but I wouldn't be surprised either way, to be honest.
I'm taking Baltimore.
They're gonna be able to start the run.
I'm taking Baltimore.
Derrick Henry ain't go fumble and no rush for 150 on them.
Like, they got Baltimore 2.5 point favorite right now, so they basically saying they're like a 5 point favorite against Kansas City. So I'm gonna take Baltimore. Again, it should be blacked out. Chicago at Vegas.
I'm gonna take Chicago. I think they figured out something.
I'm taking Chicago. Geno has been playing horrible these first 3 weeks.
Yes, but they won.
But he due for one too, though. That'd be the thing. And the Bears defense seemed like it'll be the game you can get off.
But I don't think
the offensive line is just God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't think they have a pass. I mean, they got Max Crosby. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think they can generate enough pressure on Caleb and them to win.
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
I'm gonna take Chicago.
I'm gonna take Chicago. I think they figured something out for at least the next couple of weeks, but I think they figured something out.
Revenge game Sunday night. We got Green Bay at Dallas.
No, it's Green Bay.
Green Bay.
And like Joe Love might have a career day.
They basically said Green Bay is a 10-point favorite because they got them 6.5.
And I hope it's more.
I hope it's more too. Jordan Love, I got you started in my fantasy league. Please light them up.
I hope it's 3 TDs.
Me too. Easy.
Yeah, and no CD either. That
hope it look just like the playoff game. That's what I'm looking for.
They're going to double George Pickens. No CD, they're going to double George Pickens.
We need to be saying, like, is it over under, like, 2 sacks on deck, like, for Micah?
Because Micah, if you ever thought somebody was hunting.
This time where they got to move that whole line towards him. Like, he going to be hunting for real.
All right, and then we got 2 of the sorriest Monday night games. We got a doubleheader. The first one is the Jets at the Dolphins.
Every time it's a doubleheader, I know they trash.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time. I don't even care. I'm gonna actually say Jets. I really hope they get a win because they're just like Baltimore with me, where they play good games for the most part and lost. Like they play good games.
Both teams are 0-3.
Now Dolphins, to me, outside of the Bills game last week, they ain't looked good. Like,
man, look, I'm picking the clone too. I'm gonna say I'm Miami. I'm thinking Miami.
I'm picking the Jets. I'm
gonna take Miami only because they home. That's it.
Because they play well. The Jets play well.
And the last game, the other game of the night, we got Cincinnati at Denver.
I probably roll with Denver, because I don't know who throwing the ball to the receivers in Cincinnati. So
I got the Broncos.
Yeah, I got the Broncos.
I got the Broncos. So yeah, we got that one finished. So yeah, it's some good games out of this. It's some mediocre games out of this. Those mediocre games probably gonna be the best games of the week. It happens every time.
The closest one. Yeah.
So you guys, we have went through. You guys seen the whole video. We recapped the first week, talked a little bit about college football. Some stuff we're gonna talk about more into the season as the season continues to go. You guys are going to be here. Basketball starting soon. Another month or so, we're going to have basketball in here. So it's going to be either multiple episodes, it's going to be longer episodes, it's going to be something like that because we got to talk about both. We are a big sports family. So in this sports, basketball and football reign supreme over a lot of stuff. So you guys are going to get a lot of that good stuff. So we did our predictions. We did our recaps. And all we got to say is thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for subscribing. Please go listen to it on Spotify, anywhere that you guys get your podcast, Apple Music, Google Play, wherever you can. Please go download, go subscribe, go listen to it. The YouTube page, 345 Pod, go subscribe to it. We will start having clips on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. All this stuff is about to come as well. So you guys, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I am the number 4 of the 345 podcast. Right below me is the number 3 to the 345 podcast. And on the other side of me is the 5. We really love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys again next week on another episode of the 345 Pod.
Peace.
Peace.